Okay, so I'll make a video. So yeah, just this is about the universe. I don't know if I need to update on anything. I'm just trying to do my chores, trying to eat properly, and I'm doing them very slowly, deliberately, and not trying to do too much. Because if I do too much, or if I try, or I'll get overwhelmed. I will get overwhelmed, so I have to pace myself. Well, I want to make the video about I wrote this a while ago, almost 2 weeks ago, but I haven't made the video. It's about the universe. Anyway, so let me just read it. So I said, as you can see, I wrote this 30th of October. Okay, guys. I'm going to have to say something really important. This is important because the truth, for the capital, is important. It is so important for us to know who we are, what is going on here, what this reality is all about. Because we are surrounded by distractions, constant distractions. But this stuff is really important, I think. And that is what this video is going to say. And that is what this video is about. I feel this to be true as an intuitive knowledge from the bottom of my heart. I don't know if when I wrote it I felt that way, but I'm not sure if I feel that way right now. But anyway, let's just go on. What I'm going to say is really, really important. It may not be the most original thing out there, but it is really important. It is about the universe. The universe. You see, the universe. This webcam picks up all the noise, all the ambient noise. So the plane is passing and it's picking it up probably. You see, the universe is all there is. You see, the universe is all there is. This is the most important thing you have to know. You, I, everything. It's just the universe. And this is the most important thing about the universe. The most important thing you have to get your mind across and around. Oh, contend with it. You see, the universe is alive. It is what we would call conscious, aware, self-aware. It is a living entity. And it is the only thing which is alive. You, I, plants, animals, aliens, we are not really alive in the sense that we don't have individual lives separate from the universe. You, I, plants, animals, aliens, the sun, stars, galaxies are simply the universe. The universe is a liquid intelligence. Yes, this is what space is, out there where the galaxies reside and everywhere in between. We are living in a liquid, intelligent, conscious, self-aware ocean called the universe. And what we are, our individual bodies, are containers for this liquid intelligence called the universe. Some aliens describe us as containers, like, Bob Lazar, for instance. But containers for what, I ask? Well, containers for this liquid intelligence called the universe. When we die, when our bodies disintegrate, well, what do you think happens to that liquid intelligence that makes us? We just go back into the universe, into being the universe. Into being the universe again. Just imagine a clay pot filled with water at the bottom of the ocean. When you break the clay pot, the water inside just seeps out into the ocean. This is what happens to us when we die. We simply become part of the universe again. So it's like we never die, our bodies die, but the consciousness which is aware, that consciousness, that self-awareness, well, that's just the universe, and I don't think that can ever die. I don't believe we have individual souls that live on after we die. That is, after our bodies expire. Our bodies, our individual lives are just temporary containers, or our bodies are containers, but our individual lives, you can think of it like a time, a period in time where we as individuals exist. Are just temporary containers in space and time. Our bodies, our individual lives are just temporary containers in space and time for the universe to exist in this individual form. I feel this is true, and it is very important for us to know. I, the individual self, inhabiting this body, may die, but the very essence of my being, the experiencer of this individual life, the universe, lives on forever. I don't think we need to fear death because we are not really alive. We are simply the universe having a temporary individual experience. This is what I believe to be true and very important for us to know. So I wrote this, I felt very passionate. I felt very like this is so important for us to know. Why did I write it? I wrote it because it's like a foundation. We need to ground our lives in some kind of reality. And I feel like the reality is that the universe, reality, is alive, it's conscious. Like, that's the only conscious being ever. Now, is this true? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's what I feel like this could be true, but I'm not, I don't have any proof or evidence or anything like that. But I feel like, to me, this just rings true. I Let me just go back to that. So when I put my webcam on and I can see myself, I'm like self-conscious. I feel like the universe is alive. I feel like there are all these aliens, and some of them might be like us with bodies, but I think there are other beings which don't have really bodies, but they might be intelligent. Uh, like you know, some people say the sun is conscious. Like I said that, and I kind of agree with that. But it's not just the sun. It's just it's the sun is we when we look at the sun we just see a star, a fire, it's not that, it's something else. It's something far deeper than the sun. There's something else which is like alive and conscious, and I think we can engage with this non-human intelligence. uh, I don't know. I feel like this is true. I I feel like it's true. Yeah, I just sort of connect with it. This idea that the universe is alive, and we're like in some kind of an ocean. We're like fish in the ocean, but we can't see the ocean. And the ocean is it's this consciousness, you know. It's the consciousness. It's the awareness. And my body is like looking at this, but the same consciousness, you put it in the body of a cat, and the cat will look at it differently, a bird will look at it differently, a plant will feel its environment differently. But it's the same being, and that being, like there's this only this that being is the universe, and that being, you know, animates life. It animates. It moves the stars, the galaxies. It creates time. It's a living being. I feel like the universe is a living, conscious, sentient being, and it's just like us. It is us. If you look in the mirror, you're looking at the universe. You know. Why does every animal have behave similarly? Why does a cat, a dog, why do they all have similar personalities? You know, like us. Why are they like us? Because it's the consciousness is it's the same consciousness. It's the same consciousness that's animating the breath of life, giving life. This movement is there's only it's the universe doing this. This hand movement is the universe. It's not me, it's the universe. The universe is talking, the universe is thinking, dreaming. It's the universe. And I feel like this is important. To me, this just feels like it's like a foundational truth, you know. Anyway, so gotta go wash my dishes. Oh, I was struggling so much in the first month. It's gotten a bit better because I'm sort of getting used to it, and but I'm doing things very slowly and very deliberately. Uh, you know, uh, can only do a little bit at a time. uh, yeah.